Hey everyone, welcome back to Adobe Live. My name is Annika and I'm your host today. We have an express stream today, so I am really excited to welcome Kristen to the stream. Hey Kristen, how's it going?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. It's Monday. It's snowing. So, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone tuning in. We are live both on Behance and YouTube. So, say hello in the chat. If you have any questions for us, make sure to drop them in the chat. We have Kristen here, who's going to make social posts easy for us using Adobe Express. So, I'm really excited. If you guys have any questions again, make sure to drop them in the chat. I'm going to hand it over to you, Kristen. Maybe introduce yourself for us a little bit and then dive into our plan for today.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Annika. I'm so excited to be here, you guys. As Annika mentioned, my name is Kristen. I am a freelance graphic designer based out of Vancouver, Canada, and I specialize in brand strategy and brand design. But I have a serious passion for content creation and social media marketing, which lends perfectly into what we are going to be doing today. But before we go into that, I just wanted to draw your attention to the QR code on your screen right now. If you scan that, you'll be directed to my Instagram. On Instagram, I'm known as @NotAGraphicDesigner. And if you're a new designer or an aspiring designer, someone that wants to get into the creative industry, I definitely recommend checking out my Instagram. I've got a ton of tutorials for the Adobe programs. So if you're feeling like it's a little daunting or scary, feel free. They're bite-sized and they're pretty easy to follow. And yeah, so just a couple fun facts about myself. I have 2 cats who may or may not show up during this stream, so we will see. And I love cafe hopping. There are a ton of cafes here in Vancouver, so I love to check them all out. All right, let's get into the fun stuff. What we're doing today. So we are going to be building an Instagram post for a real company that I have recently done branding for. They're called Multi-Purpose Cleaning, and they are based out of Ottawa, Canada. As you can see, they've got a really fun, bright, energetic brand. So it's going to be really fun to create some social media assets for them. What we're going to do is we're going to build their brand into Adobe Express, which is so easy. And then we're going to apply that brand to social media assets. After that, I'm also going to show you how you can use the schedule feature, which is like my favorite feature in Adobe Express. So we can actually plan and schedule the post right in the same program. And then I would like to show you how, oh yeah, it's like a game changer. Yeah. I just love that tool. And then we're going to go into adding the Instagram post to a library as well. So if you wanted to share that library with a client, it's super easy to do that. Okay.
Love it. Now, yeah, before we get started, I want to say hi to the chat as well. I see Sean, General. We have Michael in the chat who says, I'm a brand new IG follower of yours, Kristen, such valuable content. So thanks everyone for tuning in.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. Yes, amazing. Okay. So before we jump into Adobe Express, I just wanted to go over a really important part when it comes to content creation, and that is your intention when you are content creating. So we don't want to chase virality. We don't want to go viral. We want to build value. And your analytics will come back to you in a positive way if that is your intention. And I'm going to show you an example firsthand on some insights that I have seen on my personal Instagram. I get this question all of the time. How have you grown the way you've grown? How are you getting the numbers that you're seeing, the views and all of that? Ultimately, my goal isn't to get views. My goal isn't to get over 1 million views or followers. It's more so about how I'm able to help my following and how I'm able to help my audience. As you can see here, all of the content that you're seeing, they're all tutorials. They're how-tos, right? So I'm helping my audience achieve something. And that is ultimately what our goal should be when we're content creating. Now, today, our goal is actually going to be to create an Instagram post that helps to build trust. Now, the reason for that is because it is a cleaning company that is newer to the Ottawa area. And if you think about an industry where you definitely want your clients to trust you, it would be that one, because you're trusting people to go into your home, right? So so we're going to be doing that today. So let's jump into Adobe Express.
I love that we're working with a real world client as well, because that kind of shows how you can use Adobe Express for actual client projects. So I love that. Yeah,
exactly. Yes, we're going to build a brand right now. So on the left-hand side here, we're in Adobe Express. You're going to see the
Mm-hmm.
brands panel. Now, I've already built out the brand multi-purpose cleaning, but I'd love to show you guys how simple it is to build a brand into Adobe Express. So we're going to hit create a brand. And
do you often create brands for your clients in here, Kristen?
I do. Yes, I do.
Yeah.
And the reason for that is we're going to see later how simple it is to apply the brand to social media content. It's so simple. So it makes it very quick to turn around that content for them. Okay, so what we're going to do now is add a logo. Now, right now, it's only going to allow you to put in one logo, but that's totally fine because in the following screen, it's going to allow you to put more. So I am going to add a primary logo. There you are there. And pick a color. This is amazing. So what it's done now is it's extracted key colors from the logo itself, which makes it so much easier. So I am going to go ahead and select this light blue one here. You can also add in a hex code if you prefer. Okay, now it's updated, and a font. So for the purpose of this, I'm just going to add the Futura medium here. Okay, perfect. So there you go. It's updated on there. The next step is to select next and name your brand. Oops, there we go. Multi-purpose, and create my brand. And it's going to create it.
That was really easy. Yeah.
That's easy.
So did you say we can add multiple logos in here as well?
Yes, you can. So right here, what we can do is we can add more logo variations. So as you can see, I've got a few different ones. So let's just do that. So we can see what that looks like. Perfect. You can see it's loaded there and it's here. We can also add more colors as well. So I'll just select a pretty pink here. Ideally, you would use their exact brand colors.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. There it is there. And of course, you can add more fonts. You can add, more body fonts. You can adjust these fonts if these aren't correct. You can even upload your own fonts, which is amazing. So this is like one of my favorite features in Adobe Express. It makes it just so much easier for content creation. So just wanted to go over what it looks like to build a brand in Adobe Express.
I love that. Yeah, that was really quick and easy. I often try to use brands as well. So it's like fun to see that more creative designers as well use it. Yeah.
Totally. Yes. Okay. So we are going to be using the multi-purpose brand today to create an Instagram post. So what I'm going to do is I am going to actually go into the plus and I'm going to go to Instagram post. There are so many different options here, so many different template options, but we're going to start with post. Perfect. Okay. So what I wanted to really highlight is how simple it is to customize these templates in a way that is authentic to your brand. I know a lot of people worry, oh, if it's a template, is everything going to look the same? No, definitely not. We all have different brands. We've got different assets. We've got different things to play with. And you can certainly manipulate the template to be a lot more on brand for yourself. So I'm going to show you an example of that. We're going to type in testimonial because I want to build a testimonial for the multi-purpose brand. And I want to find a template that is clean. It's easy to read, not too complicated. Let's just see if we can find one here that matches. Yeah, I kind of like this one down here. So let's select that. And one of my favorite things.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
I like the placement of, yeah. And I feel like when you add like brand colors as well, it kind of like changes the whole look, like you mentioned. Even if I don't change any fonts, even just the colors can make all the difference.
Absolutely. Yeah, completely agree. And so here's something that we can do is this is one of my favorite little tips and tricks is to actually duplicate the page. Now, the reason why I do that is I actually like to see and show how different this is going to look when we're done with it. So we're going to start with this template and we're going to go over here. I also just love the fact that we can do multiple pages in Adobe Express. So why not use that feature? Okay, so let's start customizing this post right here. Okay, so for me personally, what I wanted to do is highlight the design apply brand here. So we are going to go and go to, let's just go in here. There we go. Okay, and we're going to go to design right here and apply the brand. This is the brand that we just made in Adobe Express, now applied to this Instagram post. We can shuffle through. It changes some of the
Mm-hmm.
colors, some of the orientations, and the typography. This is makes it so much easier. And of course, we can go deeper on this as well. We can further customize this if we're not happy with exactly how it's laid out or the colors that it's bringing forward. But one of my
Yeah.
favorite things is that you can apply the brand right there.
I love that as well. I love that you can shuffle through the colors in there as well.
Yeah, it's my favorite. Just my favorite. Okay, so here, I just want to highlight here in the colors panel, like there's all of the colors I've built into the multi-purpose branding. So I have all of them at my ready to use on the post should I want to, which I will. The other thing I wanted to bring to your attention is when we applied the brand, it actually auto put in the multi-purpose logo up here. Now, I don't like that specific orientation, and I do want to change the logo variation, but nonetheless, super handy to see it there. And it's a good reminder that we need to have the logo represented on the Instagram post. Okay, so let's start with the back. I like to start back and move forward to front. So I'm going to replace this image in the back to something that's a bit more, on brand for multi-purpose. So I'm going to select replace on the panel on the right, and I am going to use an Adobe stock photo because why not? There's a lot of really good ones.
I did not know you could filter it with Adobe stock.
Yes,
cool.
Sorry, I just breezed by that, but yeah, it's amazing. So if you go to, if you do go to the photos panel and you select these 3 dots, you can filter to your own. Yeah, amazing.
Nice,
super fun.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
takes out like the extra information from the panel just for like more clear. Yeah,
exactly. And like these are mine that I've added to my library specifically, so it definitely helps. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is put one of these photos here, and I'm thinking I like this one. So I'm gonna click that and allow that to load in, and perfect. Now it's nice and loaded in. I like the look of that. I think it's clean. It's a clean kitchen. It's for a cleaning company. I think I think it works, right? Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I am going to add a title. I think we're missing a title. So let's add a title. And I'm thinking, hypothetically, let's just say that multi-purpose does testimonial Tuesdays. Why not? Sounds fun. We're going to adjust that size because that seems a little bit too big. You can also, if you don't want to use the drop down, you can also adjust here. Okay, so obviously that kind of blends into the background a bit, but we're going to fix it. And we're going to apply, Ivy Presto to that display.
Okay, I like that. Isabel, meanwhile, in the chat, hey Izzy's in the chat saying Kristen built her social media following in 6 months. It's crazy. Teach us, Kristen.
Hi, Izzy. So nice to see you here. You know what? It's been a lot of trial and error when it comes to my Instagram growth. But I also think it's the C word, right? Consistency. So a lot of consistency, and so definitely about understanding your audience, and that's how you're gonna get those results for sure.
Yeah, and like you mentioned earlier, like you share a lot of value in your social media posts. So I feel like that also like resonates with the kind of audience you have.
Totally. Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. Definitely. Okay, let's go here. So we're just adjusting. And this is another thing I love about Adobe Express is it shows you the line there. So it kind of tells you where you're lined up, which is nice. And I am going to place some text here. We'll have to line it.
So would you say you use Adobe Express a lot for your social posts as well? Other than Reels,
Definitely.
I know. Okay.
Definitely. Yeah. I definitely, like for my personal content, absolutely. I use it. I've got my templates kind of set up already. So it makes it nice and easy. But yeah, it's so easy to use, and it keeps things really nice and consistent.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go in here, and I pre-wrote some copy. So let's use that copy here. Okay, perfect.
So do you feel like you have more like area to customize and like room for customizing if you use like a shape or like an inbuilt text shape? I know you have like a text shape in the effects panel as well.
Yes, yeah, that's true. You do have the effects. I think it just depends on preference. Like here's what I love using the shape feature
Yeah.
for is like creating like buttons, which I'm
Hmm.
going to do in a second as well, is show you how you can
Yeah.
use it to create a button. But you could
Yeah.
definitely use it however you want. I just think it's fun to add like just to line it up a bit better. But yeah, it's
Hmm.
preference for sure.
Yeah. I feel like it gives you
Um,
more room for customizability as well. For instance, if you
yeah,
had to add more than one text boxes, this is like a better way to go about it.
totally, totally
Yeah.
agree. Yeah. Okay, so let's adjust this a little bit, move this down, give it some room to breathe. Okay, let's just remove these guys. And I think, yeah, just bringing it down a little bit. See, this is an example of what I love this for. Is now I can adjust, add room as I need to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we are going to add a name. Now I wrote this testimonial from like a mother's perspective. So I don't know,
Okay.
what should we name her? Like, I don't know, Jane?
Jane Doe is fine.
Jane
Yeah.
Doe, yeah. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. Why not? It works. Okay.
Um, that's a real good idea though, like having something that's relatable. So having people who actually use your service and using that to provide value. Yeah.
Totally. And that's
Yeah.
yeah, that's exactly right. And that's why I
Yeah.
wanted to, and you'll see in a second, we're gonna add a photo as well, because there's something
Mhm.
about showing your audience in your
Yeah.
posts that
Yeah.
just ties it all together, right? You're gonna attract that audience. Okay. So naturally, we are not going to leave this furniture king here. So let's get rid of that and this.
Yeah.
And we are going to go into our logos panel on the left-hand side. And I have all of the variations for the multi-purpose brand here. I'm thinking we might want to stick with the dark blue variation
Hmm.
against this light blue. So it kind of pops up
That's a lot
here.
of logos. Is that like all the brand colors that you have for the brand?
Yes, yes, it's a
Okay.
lot of variations. Yeah, lots of variations for color.
Hmm.
And we've got some, yeah, sub marks, logo marks as well. They get a bit nice big package when we
Yeah,
work
that's really
together.
cool to see. Yeah.
Yeah, really fun. And I think
Yeah.
I might actually change this to a lighter pink because I think we need to add something a little bit different. Let's do that.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, good.
Okay, I think this is coming together really nicely. Just as a time check, we have about 10 minutes to go
10
for
minutes.
the scene for
Perfect.
today. Yeah. just
Amazing.
as
Okay,
the
good.
time flies by when we're live. So just wanted to give you like a quick time check.
It
Yeah.
seriously does. It seriously does. I know. I always hear Izzy say, that time
Yeah.
flies in the Adobe hemisphere,
Yeah. It
right?
does. It truly
Yeah,
does. It also does when you're having fun. And it's just like you're demonstrating all of the things. So it kind of takes time when you're doing that.
for
But I
sure.
love how this is coming along. The chat is also loving it. So I love that.
Amazing. I'm so
Yeah.
happy. Okay, so we'll do a couple more things. I've added in the email, or sorry, not the email, the website. That
Yeah.
seems important. And then I
Hmm.
also want to add a photo of Jane, because why not? So let's go
Yeah.
and let's type in woman. Oopsies, woman. We want a happy, smiling woman. So
Hmm.
sure, this one pops out to me. Why not? They all look pretty happy, but sure. Okay, so now what we're going to do is my favorite trick is remove the background.
Hmm.
Love this trick. It's one of my favorite things in Adobe Express. And we are going to place her just over here. Now she is kind of blocking, which is fine. We're going to just make her a little smaller. So she's just,
Yeah.
and we want her behind this bottom, we'll make her a little bit smaller actually. Behind this bottom bar here. Okay, so let's use our layers panel here and push her back until she's behind that bar. There we go. Oh, a little bit too far.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's bring this actually in group. There we go. And what we can do is move that up. There we go. That's nice.
Yeah. That's
Cool.
nice.
Right? There we go. Okay. Awesome. Okay. So with this, now what we're
Hmm.
going to do is we are going to add just really quickly a button that says book now, because
Okay.
we love a call to action. I think that's super
Yeah.
important, right?
Yeah.
Oopsies. And I prefer that caps lock, and we're going to bring that over. bring that down to like, let's just say 30 points here. And I'm going to showcase what you were talking about earlier, Annika. So the shape and
Yeah.
the effects, this is my favorite trick. So if you turn this on, you can actually
Yeah.
go ahead and select the shape that you want. So let's go for a pill button and
Yeah.
let's add some padding so it looks more like a button.
Yeah.
And just like that, like what was that? Like 2 seconds, we created this little button here in Adobe Express. So
Yeah,
simple.
that's pretty cool. You didn't even have to center it. It was all automatically done just by the effects
Oh,
panel. Yeah.
exactly. So effortless, so easy. Okay, so this is our post here. I am going to show you. So this is quite different, right? We've
Yeah.
added our brand to it. We've added our colors. We've adjusted it. We've made it our own. So to me, this looks very different than what we started with.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do is we are gonna go to, I'm just gonna delete this one. Perfect. Okay. So now what I want to do is quickly show you how we can add this to our content calendar in Adobe Express. So
Okay.
right
Yeah.
here on the left-hand side, we have the schedule feature. I'm gonna hit that. And we are going to select a day to schedule. So let's just put it in for today, new post.
Yeah.
And you are going to connect it to a social media channel. I have mine connected here already. This is super simple. Now you're going to add media. This is one of my favorite things too, is I didn't have to download or save that project at all. You can actually automatically select the one we just made here and schedule it. So we're going to select that and allow that to load in. And once it has loaded in, we are going to select add to post, and you're going to see this little thumbnail that will load right here. I use this calendar all of the time. Now for the caption, we are going to use this one I have just pre-made.
I love that you have all the copy like ready to go. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we love copy here. It's really important. We want to throw in some keywords, right? Who knows? You don't know. We don't know how the algorithm works, so let's put it in.
Yeah.
And one of the things I love to do is I actually like to put my hashtags in the first comment section. So that's something I love about Adobe Express, is it allows you to do that. So I do have some hashtags handy here. So I've just put those in.
Some Instagram tips and tricks. I love that. Yeah, I'm going to use these.
Use it. Yeah. And make sure you guys, hashtags, don't use the big ones. I know it's like counterintuitive, but niche down. So we've got, for an example, like Ottawa Cleaning Company. Be specific in your hashtags, just a tip. And now on the right-hand side, publish date. So let's just select tomorrow and the exact time that we want to post it. So let's just say 9 a.m.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah.
There we go. Now we can schedule. I also wanted to show that you can preview it here, which is amazing. So you can preview your image and you can preview your caption. Awesome. And I'm going to select schedule. Perfect. So there it is, right here.
That's pretty cool.
Ready to go. Out of sight, out of mind. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. I've used the content scheduler before and I feel like it always does the trick. I don't have to be up at 7 a.m. to post my posts.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. I think my optimal time is like 5 a.m. So I'm like, okay, we got to use the calendar for that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And then quickly, we're going to go into the libraries panel here. And I want to show you how easy it is. So I have a library built out for multi-purpose cleaning and some other clients here as well. Yeah. And if you select manage, it's as easy as adding the template we just made. So we select add template right here.
Yeah.
And we've got select project right there. Okay, you have this little prompt here. You can name it. So multi-purpose, Instagram.
Sure. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
And
so you can essentially just add the project and it'll automatically create a template for you in the library.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really cool. And I think what's really nice too is like this library I share with the clients. So they're able to go in and use this as well, which is amazing. Yeah.
So do they get access to your colors and everything as well if you do this?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That's pretty cool. I always did it like a two-step thing. So how can someone access? Is it like a link that you can share to the library? Can we see how you can create a link as well?
Totally. Yeah. So right here, what you would do is the 3 dots on the right-hand side. You would hit share and you would do invite.
Okay.
And then upon that, you could type in your client's email address and all of those things and allow them the permissions to edit, to view, whichever makes sense for you to do that. But yeah, it's very, very handy. Yeah. It's something I use all of the time.
I
So
love that.
lots of
With
fun.
that said, Kristen, thank you so much for helping us create social media posts today. What do we have for tomorrow before we cut off today so we can help viewers bring back for some more amazing Adobe Express stream with you?
Yeah, so tomorrow we are going to be building a digital business card for the same company, multi-purpose
Mhm.
cleaning. We're gonna have a lot of
Yeah.
fun with that, and we might do something else. We'll see what time allows.
Okay, we have some
Yeah,
suspense happening. I love that.
let's go.
Okay, so where
Yeah.
can people reach out to you before tomorrow's stream or even after if they want to get in touch with you?
Yeah, feel free to reach out to me on Instagram at not a graphic designer. And I can put the slide up one more time as well if you want to look at the QR code. And
Yeah.
also, I have notagraphicdesigner.ca. That's my website. Feel free to reach
Oh,
out.
that's ironic, but I love that. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for today's stream, Kristen. Thank you so much, you all, for watching. Be back tomorrow, same time, same place, here on Adobe Live and the Adobe Express YouTube channel. Thanks for watching and have a great day. Bye for now.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.